Occasionally, Ocean Soul takes on special projects.
In 2019, we made a life-size car for a dealership in Alabama, United States. So that's the biggest piece we've ever made. We used 4,500 flip-flops, and that project took us about 3 to 4 months to complete. There we go!
Joe wishes he didn't have so much material to work with. Flip-flop waste is a global problem.
We have received numerous inquiries from India, Indonesia, Brazil. They have the same problem. They've asked us, when can we come and set up shop in their countries?
But the Ocean Soul model might present the most effective use of flip-flop waste.
The foam material for forming the flip-flop is an irreversible process. When a company comes up with a way of using the flip-flop, the whole piece as it is, it's a big advantage.
Until they run out of material, artists like David will continue turning trash into treasure, one shoe at a time.
Flip-flops, we save the environment, and also people admire what we make.
My name is Adejokela Susi. I'm the founder and creative director of Planet 3R. Planet 3R is a social enterprise that is dedicated to converting textile and plastic waste into eco-friendly products. I realized that many people are already doing things in the environmental sector, but I noticed that they neglect the pure water sachet a lot. And when you look at it, in a day, some people drink like 10 of it in a day, and they just throw it down like that. I now thought of it that how can we complement the existing solution? How can we use it to make sure that this waste is no longer there, at the same time create opportunity from converting those waste into items?
I work at Planet 3R. I'm the head of the weaving department. I came here as a weaver to learn how to weave. Then I was introduced into how to convert this waste into weaving.
Mo gbọ́ tí nǹkan inform mi nípa Planet 3R, but wọ́n dẹ̀ inform mi, so ẹni yẹn ṣàmùmọ̀ àǹtí bí ọpẹ́, but wọ́n mú mi sí sáyọ́ pẹ̀sẹ̀, wọ́n train mi.
We've also been able to employ women and girls. Also, we've sensitized the need of having a clean environment to over 6,000 students and communities across Oyo State, Nigeria.
The impact she's making, because people see pure water sachet as irrelevant. I'm done with my water, I bought it 20 naira and I've thrown it away. And then when they see the bag, they see the product of the Planet 3R, they're like, you mean that sachet that you're just about to throw away can become this good? I mean, it's phenomenal.
This is Amororo Kitchenette. So we are selling food here. Planet 3R is in our neighborhood here. I dispose the pure water nylon to them every week.
We've been trying to do this. We are making sure that nobody is left behind. Even we want to make sure that we catch them young, especially the advocacy part, so that they are conscious.
Amazing. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can hear me clearly. Good afternoon this afternoon. Congratulations to everyone. Okay, I can see Tolulope already saying congratulations to us. Yeah, good afternoon, Ngozi. Good afternoon, Abdullahi. It's so good to have each and every one of you making it to the end of this program. And we want to say big congratulations to you all. A big congratulations to you all. You can just wish each and everyone congratulations. Yeah, all the way from the very inception of this program until today. It's been a great moment. I mean, a great season and of learning engagement across board. And each and everyone were able to scale through to the end and come up with their innovation towards achieving circular economy and also transiting to catalyze the circular economy solution in Nigeria, and also getting to focus more on sustainable waste management. We are sincerely proud of each and every one of you. We are proud of the great innovation you've come up with and the impact you've made within this short period, and the ones you are still going to make in the coming month, in the coming year. You know, they say that this is a decade of action. It's very, very important for each and every one of us to take action. We should live beyond our words. Okay, today is a graduation ceremony, and we are having varieties of activities this afternoon, and which we are going to be running on. But before we start, I would just love, let's keep to our rule. Just quickly change your display name. If it's not starting with your state name, can you do that as soon as possible? We are going to be starting shortly. And yeah, if your display name is not starting with your state name, kindly do that. And we are going to be commencing to this graduation ceremony. This, I definitely know that it's going to be an engaging time and a fulfilling time for each and every one of us. And we also like to hear you, want to know what has been the development so far, what has been a growth process, what are the new things you've learned through this program. We want to hear it live from each and every one. What are the new skills, what are the transformation that has happened within across your respective projects? Maybe you've been able to scale up, or you've been able to start up something as a before. I would also like to take feedback, testimony from each and every one. But before we go to that, we are going to be starting to this ceremony, and that's going to be the very official thing, because we are all Nigerians on this call. It's very, very important we do that. We are going to be starting to this ceremony with the national anthem, after which we are going to come back to the feedback and testimonial session to hear from each and everyone to know what has been a good process within. So let's just stay tuned as we have the national anthem first. Thank you. So good again to have you all, and we want to say welcome to today's graduation ceremony for the Circular Innovator and for this RecycleUP Nigeria initiative. On behalf of the leadership of FEDER Africa and SCSN Nigeria, we want to say a big congratulations to each and every graduate this afternoon. And just like I earlier mentioned, we are going to be starting with comments. We are going to be hearing from each and every one of you. We want to know what has been the growth process, what has been those things that have changed. Yes, I can see Ibrahim's up. Okay, I'm already seeing hands up. People want to share with us new things. Yeah, I want to hear your testimony. And because we also believe that this is going to be a great motivation for others to also do more. Just like I earlier said, please, it's very important for you to ensure that your name is starting with your state name. We would like to know where you are connecting from. All right, so if you like to speak, you can just raise your hand. I can see Ibrahim's hand up. you would like to speak and share one or two testimony with us, want to hear your feedback, what has been a growth process for each and everyone. And you can also use the comment section. All right, Ibrahim, you can unmute your mic. Blessing, you can just give them access to unmute their mic and speak.
Good morning, sir.
Good afternoon, this afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon to everyone.
Yeah,
I just want to congratulate each and every participant. Hello, sir. Are you with me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I just want to congratulate each and every member that participate in this wonderful program, and I just want to ask one question, sir.
Okay, are you sharing a feedback? Okay, for questions, we take your questions at the end of the session. We just want to hear your testimonies for us, what has been a growth process. I would like to read one or two, and yeah, let me just do that. I could have asked Blessing to do that. I would like to take one or two, which I have here. The program was a life-changing experience for me. As a result of this program, I was able to build strong networks with partners in Nigeria, within Nigeria and globally. I have renewed confidence and determination to contribute to my community. And this from Desmond Saka from Kaduna. And there is another one here, which is from Mohammed Yahya. I'm also going to take those who have their hands up. Said, I'm very excited about the opportunity to participate in RecycleUP Nigeria program. I have strong interest in environmental issues, and I believe that recycling and reducing waste are crucial steps towards building a more sustainable future. In my previous work with Green Growth and Green Recycling Initiative, I've gained valuable experience in project management, collaboration, communication. These skills will be valuable in contributing to the success of this program. I'm confident that my experience will be valuable assets to this initiative. Thank you for that feedback. We are glad to know what has been a growth process with you. Okay, can we take Abdullah Suleiman? Abdullah, you can unmute your mic and share with us what has been a growth process, what has been a new things you've learned so far from this program.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for having me on board, Mr. Emmanuel. This program has been a wonderful experience. In fact, before I joined this program of RecycleUP, I never believe I will ever see myself in the radio house making presentation about anything, not even about recycle. So it's, I appreciate the program. It's a very wonderful initiative. And so far I've learned a lot. Before now, I was more of an advocate of recycling. I just talk verbally. I've never indulged into practical experience. What I do most of the time was to connect, to connect people with all of this plastic waste. But I have never had the idea that I also can become an entrepreneur. I never had the idea that I also can start my own plant. So this program, in fact, it opened my eye to a lot of realities. It connected me with people from our state that, are deep into this business. And I have learned a lot. So I don't even know how to thank you for this program, because the program is free. And that is one of the most fascinating things about it. It's free. And what we've learned is something that can make someone a millionaire or a billionaire. Because through this program, I've also advocated about recycling. I've taught people the importance of recycling, on how they can make the environment better and all of that. So this is my contribution. And thank you, everybody, and congratulations to all of us. Thank you, sir.
Okay, congratulations. So good to hear that feedback. And why we prepare in honor to welcome our special guest of honor today, I would just like to take one more person, but please, you are going to make it very brief. I'm seeing men in the house. Where are the females? I know we have females in the house. Okay, I can see Vicky's comments remark in the comment section, and I'm trying to see if I can quickly read it. Yeah, Vicky said, I want to thank the organizer of this program. It was really an eye-opening experience for me. Awesome. Okay, can we have Shafi? kindly unmute your mic. Shaki from Niger State. I hope I pronounced your name very well.
Okay. Yes, yes. Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Actually, I'm very, very impressive with this program as it acts as a reinforcement for me. Actually, I've been working on climate change for a couple of years now, but when I see this program and I realize that most of the works are in the same way with what I do, and I was be able to here to be using electronic device instead of using papers. And I also, increase some of my works on my own work, that of climate change, by increasing the level of trees I've been planting in my own community. And I also train so many people since I'm a geography teacher, so I've been training students on the importance of climate change. But with this program now, I got gingered more and I gave them more information, which I learned from this, that it's actually important.
Awesome. We are so glad to hear this development across. Yeah, great one. You can drop your comments using also you can use the comment section to share your feedback. So that's highly welcomed. And this afternoon, I always like to keep the time which I've been given, and it's very important for us to also ensure that all is well conducted in the right place. And as I earlier mentioned, we are so blessed this afternoon to also have some renowned and industry leaders in our midst who are the special guests of honor of this great occasion. I wish it could have been a physical event. We hope that by next year, it's going to be a physical event for every participant and every graduate of this program. So, and you also can join us as well. But we are having this virtually, and this afternoon, we are so blessed to have in person of Mr. Oluyomi Banjo, and who is the National Program Coordinator, UNIDO Abuja. And Mr. Yomi is a dedicated leader in negotiation, innovator, problem solver, and environmental, sustainability, energy, and industrial experts. Mr. Yomi holds 2 degrees in chemistry from Nigeria and England, respectively. I want to see us celebrating him ahead as I'm reading his profile. And he also holds a master's degree in chemical engineering with a focus of environmental management and technology from the University of Manchester, UK. He has undergone many trainings with the United Nations and other international bodies. He worked at the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, IITA, where he led several specialized units and also worked in several organizations in the United Kingdom. He is presently the program coordinator, environment and energy, and manage environment, energy, mining, and water division of NIDO Regional Office for Nigeria and ECOWAS. He has received several awards both within and outside Nigeria. In 2021 and 2019, he received awards from the Nigerian federal government for his role in development of Nigerian environmental sector and the Manmata Convention in the health sector. Mr. Yomi is an advocate for development of youth and the less privileged. Please, with the clapping ovation, let's make welcome Mr. Yomi Oluyomi Banjo as he gives the keynote address for this graduation ceremony. Thank you for joining us out of a very busy schedule. We are so glad to have you on board, sir. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here with you, even though I can't see the faces, but I can see some pictures, and I can see these pictures. They are faces that also look like me. So I'm glad to be part of this event. Thank you very much for fishing me out, Mr. Olowoyo. Thank you for the efforts. My name is Oluyomi Banjo. I'm the National Program Coordinator, Environment and Energy for the United Nations Industrial Development Organization. The office in Abuja is the regional office for Nigeria and the ECOWAS region. So today I'm joining you at this graduation ceremony organized by AIIDEV Africa. And you are talking about circular economy. So it's good to give a bit of background on, sorry, I'm talking about recycling. The world is talking about circular economy. So recycling is now part of circular economy. So just to give a bit of background on what we are talking about, I've heard plastics, I've heard some other things. So waste like plastics, they're a major global environment problem. Their production has exponentially increased over the years, which is also the same for Nigeria. This generation of this plastics waste accounts for, so plastic waste accounts for about 12% of the total amount of municipal solid waste generated globally. Just about 40% is collected for recycling, while about just 9% is being recycled. So what does this tell us? It tells us that about 91% is nothing is done to it. It's either it goes into the landfill or is lying somewhere around in the environment. And what does this also tell us? This also tells us that we are missing a big business opportunities. So for Nigeria, we all know Nigeria is the most populated country in Africa, with the population of more than 200 million. Majority of this population are youths, so it's a youthful population. The consumption of this plastic has increased in Nigeria from about 578,000 to over 1 million. And per capita has gone up from about 4 kg to about 6.5 kg. So what this also tells us is that each of us is consuming about 6.5 kg of this. So what can we do? One, is good to give a background of this. Apart from plastics, there are other products that can be adequately recycled that are recyclable. So one, we have the problem of electrical and electronic waste. We have the waste tires. We have glass, waste glass. So there are many wastes that you can engage in as recycling is concerned. As I'm talking to you now, we have just returned from an event which UNIDO co-organized with Abuja Environment Protection Board and the FCT government on circular economy on plastics, which we held around the Jabi Lake Park. So I think I'm in the right gathering. So what can we do as a people, as youth? You have undergone some trainings, and yes, I hope these trainings has equipped you with some skills. For us, what we are doing is, firstly, let me tell you why this is also very important. So there's a convention, a global convention that is coming up that will look at issues of plastics management. And Nigeria has been part of the negotiations of this convention. Once the negotiations are done, they are almost done. Out of 5 negotiation meetings, 3 has been done, so we have 2 more. The convention comes up and Nigeria becomes a party to this, which means Nigeria has no choice but to take action on plastics. But like I said, there are also other waste streams. So what can we do? Now, the solution that the world is talking about now is what is called circular economy. So circular economy is moving away from the idea of just using a product when it gets to the end of life, you throw it in a bin or you recycle, to actually designing products that can last. If you remember those days, you can buy a shirt and you can use that shirt for about 10 years. Now you buy a shirt in 2 years, by the time you wash a few times, it's done. or you buy a TV. Some TVs can last for 15 years, but now you buy TVs, they don't really last. So circular economy is for products that are designed to last, and when they finally reach an end of life of first year, they are easily recyclable. So that is what circular economy is. And for you, especially as young people, circular economy is also not only looking at the environment part of dealing with products or waste, but it's also looking at the economic part. So what do we need for Nigeria, especially for people like you and I? Number one is you have to develop your skills, your capacity, your knowledge. So one, you have to have a good knowledge of the products that you're going to be dealing with. If it is plastics, if it is electronic waste, if it is waste tires, if it is glass, have a good knowledge of that product, the composition, the chemical properties or whatever, the physical properties. Then the next thing is, after developing a good knowledge of it, now you have to develop your skill on how to manage this product. So, which means you have to go for some sort of trainings. But during this training, the best thing you can do for yourself is to be innovative. You must come up with innovations. So, for example, you take a plastic bottle on the road, you bale it, you shred it. What innovation can you come out with this product? That is what is lacking between us here in Nigeria, in Africa, and in developed worlds. We don't put innovations in what we do, or we have innovations, we pursue it a bit. If it doesn't work, we give up and we dump it somewhere. No, that is not how it should be. If you have innovation, if you are not so sure on how to achieve it, but you are sure about your innovation, please look for people that can help you to achieve this. So you have to be innovative, know the properties of the products you are dealing with, and yes, you also, if possible, get the resources. If you don't have, go into partnerships. So I will just quickly talk about one or two things that we do to support people like you and I. Number one is presently we have a project. It's a national project on plastics waste management. Part of the activities of that project is what I mentioned to you that we organized today. And what are we doing? We are helping the government. We are helping the government at federal level. We are helping the government at state level. And we are helping enterprises like you. So we have been putting up proposals, calls for proposals. So please, it's either you belong to an association or you are always checking information online. Check websites of organizations like us. Look at what we have on the offer. Join organizations maybe like Food and Beverage Recycling Alliance, Recycling Association of Nigeria, and everything, so that you can have access to information. Right now, we are at the stage of selecting some companies along the value chain, collectors, recyclers, pre-processors that we are going to support with technological upgrades. Secondly, is we have a project that is called Global Clean Tech Innovation. This project, we are supporting quite a number of sectors, innovations across different sectors. Renewable energy, waste management is part of it. And what are we doing? You enroll, if we are selected, we take you through a rigorous accelerator program. This accelerator program teaches you so many things: business development, technologies, how to pitch, and all those things. After it, you go into a competition. If you win, you win some prizes. If you don't win, we transfer you to Rural Electrification Agency, where we have also provided some funds. And there is an opportunity for you we do another assessment, and yes, you can get between $20,000 to $80,000 to support your innovations. So, but what we can do, it is encouraging to see organizations like this helping people, helping young people. So what we will do is the next cycle of this GSIP, it's a yearly program. I will reach out, but Mr. Olowoya, I also need you to keep in touch with me. I will reach out to you. Some of your members, we will want them to apply to it. If you apply, please just indicate to me that they are from the organization, and we will see how we can get them in to support them. It's always encouraging to see gatherings like this. We hope that everything that you have learned through this program, that you put it into good use, but also remember that you have just started. This is just the beginning. You need to go out there, show what you have learned, and yes, we are waiting for you to support you. This is the type of things we want to see, people building their capacities and using it for good use. So we are waiting for you. Reach out to us, and yes, we'll be ready to support you. I congratulate you all, and I wish you well in your future endeavors. And also to AIDEV, thank you for embarking on a program like this, for helping people, for building them. We hope that you will continue to get the right type of support you need to continue on this type of programs. And please, wherever you know we can support you, we will be happy to do that. Thank you very much. And I wish you all the best. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this insightful lecture, which you just shared with us, taking us back to the aspect of circular economy, getting to know what are these areas which we really need to focus on, and also getting to engage us to know what are the opportunities within the space, because there's a whole lot of opportunities which are yet untapped in Nigeria, most especially for Nigerian youth, which we also believe that each and everyone are going to subscribe to. And beyond that, we also want to appreciate this great opportunity which you are also extending to this to each and every participant on this call this afternoon, sir. We so much appreciate you. And before you go, I know that you actually join in between meetings, but before you go, we also have some of our innovators that are going to be presenting their innovation this afternoon. We have when this program started, we started with 274 participants across the 36 states in Nigeria plus FCT. And it was so surprising when we got to the phase 3, which was the innovation process, that dropped to 254 from 674 participants. Though it was I won't say it was a rigorous process, but it was a very good process, which and everyone were well engaged in their community development projects, advocacy projects, and across board. And we are so happy that each and every participant were able to learn and engage and make impact across boards. And today, out of this final set of people, we have 60 innovators with various innovation in line to circular economy, not just focused on plastic. We have the ones that are focused on foods. We have the ones that are focused on e-waste, electronic waste. We have the ones that are focused on different aspects, renewable energy. And we believe that it's a good time. And just like Mr. Yomi mentioned, it's a good time for us to also get out there to ensure that we keep to practice. We don't just leave it on mere words. It's time for us to act now. Just like I also mentioned, this is a decade of action. If there's anything you are doing, you need to act strongly. So to the innovators that are presenting this afternoon, please, I would like you to raise your hand if you are presenting this afternoon. We are going to make it very quick because this session is meant to be a very short session, and we won't like to keep our guests waiting on the call. So if you are presenting this afternoon, please, you can just raise your hand and I will ensure that you can move on to your presentation. So if I think, okay, I can see your hand up, Rashidi Bello. And I can also see, all right. Please, I need to be very sure. I hope you submitted your slide as instructed, or do you want to share your slides from your hand? Well, you have 3 minutes to run your presentation. Please, you have just 3 minutes to run your presentation. So I would like to start with Abioye Oluwafemi. Abioye Oluwafemi and Rashidat, you can also prepare to run your presentation after Abioye Oluwafemi, while Rashid Bello should get prepared for his own presentation. Okay, Abioye Oluwafemi, please, you can start. You can start to run your presentation as we speak. Okay. Blessing, please, you can grant him access to unmute his mic and also speak. So what I can do for you is, since you've submitted the slide, you can just, I'll present for you from here and you speak to your slide immediately. All right, you can start, please. You have just 3 minutes for your presentation.
All right, thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a privilege and an honor to be here this evening. I believe everybody can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, so the project as on, please, the first slide, the very first one. Thank you. So the title of the project is Act to Save. So it's all about putting action to save our planet and to ensure that we do not engage in the normal old ways of life that has actually put our environment in a bad condition. Next slide, please. All right. So to give a broad overview of what the project is all about, the project is all about managing waste, especially plastics and other organic waste in our tertiary institution. So I discovered that our tertiary institution is a place, please be the second slide before the statement of problem. So our tertiary institution is a place where we have a lot of youth where they generate waste, and most of the time these waste are not being taken care of, especially for the students that are staying off campus. Those that are staying inside the campus, that are residing inside the campus, most of the time the school management tend to take care of that. But those outside the campus, most people don't care. People don't care about that. They just dispose. So that's the basis of this initiative, Green Goods Initiative. So we manage waste around school premises. Next slide, please. So that is all about Green Goods Initiative. Now, to the solution of the problem, we have awareness. So most youth in our environment today don't know about circular economy. They don't know about waste management. All they do is just to take whatsoever they want to take and drop it off elsewhere. So we start by creating awareness, either by physical contact or stay campaigns or various extracurricular activities that happens on campus to get them engaged. So when they are aware about this, the next thing is to collect their waste. We collect their waste by distributing bins and plastic, and waste polythene to ensure that we have their waste not reaching the dump site as it used to be. So these waste will actually be collected in different bins, coded so as to practice waste sorting. From there, we move to transformation of those waste. So those waste can either be recycled or upcycled. And the organic waste can be used as compost manure for agricultural purposes. For people that are living with the students, we can actually decompose those waste and give it out to them to ensure that we have more food security. So the ones that we cannot upcycle, we gather them together and look for companies that we can send it to. Now, the final one is the incentive. As a way of encouraging the students to practice proper waste management, we give them incentive. We propose to give them incentives such as bicycle. Now, this bicycle is also contributing to the environment such that it is not emitting any carbon, it's not contributing waste to the environment as we have other fossil fuel engines. So solar lamps is a way of also making use of renewable energy and all other written materials or reading materials that we can attribute to them. So as they bring their waste, their waste will be recorded in units to ensure that they have all these incentive. The last slide. All right, so what are the impact of all this? So is to ensure a clean and a sustainable environment. So when our waste is not getting to the dump sites, then dump sites in student location will reduce. Then the ones that have been polluted already, easily it can be recovered when the waste are no longer dumped there. And we also go to those sites to extract useful waste, and it's begin to reduce, and we don't have much waste on the site anymore. So we have carbon sequestration, of course, when those wastes are not just released into the environment in a compacted form, organic waste mixing with non-organic waste. So when they no longer stay in the environment, when they are not on our land, it will reduce carbon emission. Likewise, from the compost manure that are formed from the organic waste, food waste, we can have food security such that when it's given to farmers, it will help a better yield in their agricultural processes. Next one. All right, like I said, what is our target audience? Our target audience are students residing off campus. Now, if we focus on students residing off campus alone without including these people that are living with them, we might not be able to really achieve our goal. So that's why we also included community people that are living together with these students. So we need to carry them along. We need to let them aware of these things. So the dream team, this is the group, the set of people that are leading this initiative. So every one of them, we are working together to ensure that we have this project granted. Thank you for listening.
Oh, my mic was, oh, sorry about that. My mic was muted. Thank you very much, Oluwafemi. Can we have Rashidat now? Rashidat, please, you have just 3 minutes to run your presentation. We would like you keep to time. Thank you. Rashidat, please, you can unmute your mic and present.
Yes, I've done that. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. So the project is actually a converting paper waste. So it is recycling of paper waste to be used again to reduce the need of deforestation and saving the planet's resources. Next slide, please. The problem which okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So the major problem which led to this initiative is deforest. I'm not okay. Yes. Can you hear me, please?
Hello, we can hear you, Rashidat.
Okay.
Hello, if you can hear me, Rashidat, we can hear you. Just
okay,
take your time and.
Okay, so the problem is deforestation, utilization of paper waste by businesses and organizations, and inadequate of raw material supplies, and the improper waste management of papers ending in landfills, and burning of papers causing green gas emissions. Those are the major problems which serve as a drive towards this initiative. And the solution to this is making the paper waste as a form of currency, whereby this initiative tackles poverty, unemployment, and climate change by converting paper waste into currency, whereby when it is converted, it is converted into a new product to be reused again by the end consumers. And also it helps bridge gaps between the economic cost, whereby it becomes affordable for people in the communities to purchase and use for their various activities, or in the companies they use it or business. Next slide, please. The product impact is targeted towards the these 4 SDGs: the good health and well-being, clean water and sanitation, decent work, creating employment, and in a nutshell, it will rise the waste management crisis in this our country, and making products affordable for the masses by the conversion of paper waste. And also it creates employment to waste pickers by earning little income from their waste. Next slide, please. The target customers are those newspaper. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, this one. Okay. So the target customers are those. There are newspaper industries, the schools, the government agencies. These are where all these paper waste can be derived from in order to be recycled again. Next slide, please.
Okay, you should begin to round up now.
Okay, you can move to, the competitions is just, okay. The next slide. Okay, you can go back, please. The previous slide.
Okay.
So yes, this one. So the business model is the one in which this is the one, I'm sorry. The business model is the one in which each particular waste it has a fixed price. When
Hello, Rashidat, we can't hear you
each
again.
Paper waste has been, it is measured. For instance, if 1 kg of paper waste will amount to a particular price, and then each customer gets a point from that. For instance, when of paper waste, and then the amount increase business. Next slide. Hello, can you hear me?
All right, thank you very much, Rashidat. Thank you for your presentation. And we just like to take one more from the innovators that are presenting this afternoon. And because we also have a special guest of honors on this call, we won't like to keep them waiting, because there is still a part which we are still moving on. And after that, we can continue with the presentations. And thank you very much. I can see Madam Biliki is on the call. Thank you for joining. We are so grateful to have you. We are so delightful to have you on the call this afternoon. Thank you so much, ma. And also, thank you, Mr. Banjo, for staying on the call with us. We sincerely appreciate your presence here this afternoon. And before we have the very last person, who is going to be presenting, we just like to reiterate that please, it's very important you keep to the time of your presentation. You have to run your presentation within 3 minutes. Yeah, within 3 minutes, please. Let's ensure we do that and we don't keep others delayed for their own presentation. This is very, very important. So I'm going to be calling on the next person who will be presenting now, and he's going to run his presentation. Do we have Mary? Mary, hello. If you're on the call, you can run your presentation. Mary, are you on the call? Okay, let's have Aisha then. Aisha from Niger State. Please, you can run your presentation, Aisha. Please, you have just 3 minutes to present.
Okay. Okay. Yes, my slides, please. Okay. Okay, hello, I'm waiting for my slides to be put up.
Okay, that's fine. Just in a minute, you are going to, in some seconds, you are going to have your presentation slide up.
Okay.
All right. So you can keep on with your presentation now. You can move on with your presentation. And please
Okay.
keep it. All
right. Good afternoon, everyone here present today. My name is Aisha Goba Ishaq, and I'll be presenting on my solution, which is a BioBricks solutions. Next slide. So the venture is all about converting agricultural waste to wealth, because due to climate change caused by trees being felled, it is having a lot of impact on the environment, which is noticeable through desertification, soil erosion, and also the global warming that we all experience from now and then. Next slide. Now, this is the problem, as I mentioned earlier. Trees are being felled on a daily basis for domestic uses and also industrial uses. And this has led to increase in temperature and pollution level, which has increased the greenhouse gas emissions. And then there's also a threat to biodiversity, leading to extinction of animals because the forests, which they call homes, are being destroyed. Next slide. So the solution we have come up with is using agricultural waste, which otherwise would have been burnt or thrown away, like the maize cobs, corn stalks, which are even burnt right in the farms. Then we have the sugarcane bagasses and also the rice stalks after harvesting. Now, we discovered these products, this waste can be changed into a usable product, which is the biobriquettes, charcoal briquettes, which can replace the existing use of charcoal from burnt trees. So my product, we intend to come up with a carbonized form of the biobriquettes and also the uncarbonized form, which is using the raw materials directly as a form of energy. Next slide. So we intend to target the housewives who use this charcoal in their homes to cook. Also businesses, small businesses like bakeries and those that do ceramic works. And it can also be used at an industrial level in gasifiers, in gasification to produce energy for use. So the estimation of the market size is quite large, though this is a small estimate. Right from the sum, the sum, and the term, it promises to be a very ingenious and acceptable product in the market when put in place. So it will involve collecting this waste from source, that's from the farms, and then it will be taken to the warehouse where it will be processed, and then the pricing will have to take place, because we want to see a situation where there will be no much difference or even lower than what is currently in place, so that it will be accepted. And then the marketing strategy will also involve putting out our products for an online, as in putting our products out there for people to see the potential in the product. Next slide. So this is investment need where we need machineries that will do this work for us, because we have to do the shredding of the agricultural products and also do the molding and then the briquetting. So we have the estimates of what we need. Next slide. And these are the themes that promise to bring this idea into fruition. We will be putting all hands on deck to ensure the success of the venture.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that presentation. Thank you to those who have presented, and those who are yet to present, please, you can drop your hand. We continue the presentation after the next session. And like I earlier said, we also have a special guest on the call. Thank you very much, Madam Bilitis. It's so good to have you on this call this afternoon, and we sincerely appreciate on behalf of the leadership of ADF Africa and SGSN. We want to thank you for your support towards this program. And this afternoon, we are so glad which we are going to be hearing from her directly. I know many of you have got to hear about her, know the work, great work she's doing within and globally. And this afternoon, please help me make welcome Madam Bilitis Adebi Abiola, as she is going to be giving the graduation speech this afternoon. Good afternoon, this afternoon, ma'am. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm really grateful to be a part of this program. I was invited just this week, and just when it was explained to me what you are doing, I felt that it's very important for me to take out the time, to speak at this event. I am also very grateful to have been able to listen to some of the presentations. They are very, very innovative, and I must commend the people that spoke today. Well done to you all on your presentation. I think somebody needs to mute. Can you please mute yourself if you're not speaking? Please mute yourself so that everybody else can hear. So it's a pleasure to be here.
Hello. Hello, Zainab. Please, can you mute your mic? Apologies, Ma. Please, you can unmute.
No worries. No worries at all. So I'm very happy to be here. So I'm going to give you a little bit of my story. I started my journey in waste management in 2010 when I was a student. Actually, even before that, I went to secondary school in Nigeria, but I moved to the US to get my, do my college. And it was just very interesting to see the difference between Nigeria and the US. Then Lagos, where I'm from, there was a lot of waste on the streets. Everywhere was full of trash. And then when I moved to the US, you see everywhere is clean and organized. And my brother and myself, we always wondered why is it that, we think Nigeria can do this. We think Nigeria can be better. So I'd always had this at the back of my mind. And fortunately for me, I joined a group of young people for a class presentation for one of the classes that I took. And one of the solutions that we had come up with was around waste management. And so it was just young people like you. We had the same kind of presentation, the same kind of idea. And, we started in January of 2012. We first of all started with trying to validate the idea. So we came to Lagos, did some tests, and we're able to show that indeed this waste management idea makes sense. And now it's been about, 11 years after. And so much has happened since then. Recyclers has now become a company that has been able to impact so many people. And we are seeing that there's so many people that are out there that are doing so much around waste management. So I want to just take this opportunity to just encourage everybody. It's not easy. It's not like, being an environmentalist, being somebody that is in this space, it's a very thankless job because it's actually a form of public service in a way. You are helping to make the world a better place. And funny enough, the way the world is set up, when you are doing good, it's not necessarily easy for you. You sometimes even have a harder time if you are doing the right thing than somebody that is not. So I want to encourage all of you, don't give up on your ideas. If you really and truly think this is something that should happen, please don't give up on your idea and keep pushing. Thankfully, there are so many wonderful resources that are out there now for young entrepreneurs. Please take advantage of those opportunities. Try to learn and grow your business idea. And you'll be surprised that in the next year or two, things will become wonderful for you. So I want to once again encourage you all, don't give up on your dream. It's only over when you give up. So don't give up. The Nigeria needs you. The whole world needs you, because we all know that climate change is real. We only have a few years to change the way the trajectory is going if we want to make the world habitable for future generations. So the world and your country needs you to continue to innovate in this space. And I know that things are going to be easy for you, and I know that you will do well. I would also like to see if anybody has any questions. I want my speech to be a little bit interactive. So if the host would not mind, maybe I will take 1 or 2 questions before I wrap up my talk. Thank you. Host, please, is it okay for me to take some questions?
Yes, you can. You can. Definitely, you just like you shared your story. We have some people that would like to take 1 or 2 questions. So, more of an advance, please. Person that mic is unmuted, kindly mute your mic. I'm finding it difficult to do. All right. So if you have a question or you just have an area of concern that you always be looking forward to someone who can share our experience or his experience on, you can just raise your hand. This can be a great time for you to also learn and get transformed in this area which you've been having difficulties in. We are going into the world to be fruitful now. So it's very, very important for you to also learn from those who are already there and they've done excellently well. So if you would like to ask a question, please, you can raise your hand on, please. Okay, thank you very much. I can see 3 hands up now. All right, Fortune, please unmute your mic and ask your question. You can unmute your mic and ask your question, Fortune.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi. Okay, good afternoon, and congrats to all the graduates. Okay, so a quick question for our host. Okay, please, I wanted to ask about organic waste in Nigeria. It seems like it's an aspect that is really on the low side. You hear more of plastic waste, e-waste, and all that. And according to national world records, about 80% of municipal solid waste is organic waste. So how come we are not doing so much like composting and all that? Why is the world driving towards plastic and all other aspects? But even when I check for organizations that are into recycling, everybody is talking of plastic, paper, and e-waste. So why is organic waste not really moving in the whole recycling world? Thank you.
Maybe we'll take 2 more questions and I'll answer everything at once.
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much, man. I would like to take Desmond. You from Kaduna. You can unmute your mic and ask your question. Desmond.
You say?
Desmond, you can unmute your mic and ask
Okay,
your
we'll
question.
remove it and be playing back.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations to everyone that made it to this stage. I believe is a sign of greater things to achieve. And my question for the host is for people that are into agro processing, and then you have this large quantity of waste, agricultural waste that you want to actually recycle and process. Is there like a body that one has to register with, like a recognized body that one has to register with, so that when your product finally hits the market, like it comes with this registered and licensed seal?
Okay. All right. That's a good question. Let's have the last question from Blessing. Then we move on to the next session. Blessing, you can unmute your mic. Desmond, please mute your mic. Thank you.
Okay. Good
Blessing
evening,
from
sir.
Kaduna. Good evening.
Can you hear me?
This evening. Yes, we can hear you.
It's so glad to hear from you, Miss Milkis Adebi. I've been looking forward to this opportunity. My question is that, what was your challenge in scaling up your project when you started as a woman? Thank you.
Okay, and I will conclude that question. And how did you overcome the challenge? So for every phase of life, you get to face challenges. But how did you overcome the challenge? Thank you. Over to you, Madam Blakes.
Thank you. I like that question. And actually, all the questions are very good. I'll start with the organic waste one in Nigeria. You know, there's a lot of, you know, the waste sector is a very nascent one. It's still just developing. When I first started Recyclers, there were really not that many people doing recycling, but now it has developed. So if you see that, that's actually a good sign for a business. If you see that there's really not much being done in that space, that is actually a sign that maybe there's an opportunity for innovation and for disruption. So you as an entrepreneur should try to follow up and see what you can do. What are your ideas? What solution can you develop to fill that gap? So don't see it as a challenge, see it as an opportunity. Second question about agricultural waste to process. I think that's also the same thing. Do your research. You know, like I said, our sector in Nigeria, in Africa, it's very, very nascent. It's very, very young. It's time for us as young people to see ourselves as innovators, as actually policymakers. As an entrepreneur, when I first came into the space, there wasn't really much structure. But when we went into it and we're working and doing things and innovating, we were actually talking to the government and saying, government, why don't we do it this way? Now we actually have an organization called Lagos Recycling Association. We also have a national one, Recyclers Association of Nigeria, RAN. And that came from a few of us recyclers talking about our challenges. And we created a WhatsApp group. And that WhatsApp group now grew into becoming a national body that actually manages and supports entrepreneurs in the recycling space. So when you see these gaps, when you see these challenges, talk to each other. One of the powerful things that I learned when I was coming up was, don't see other people that are working in this space as your competitors. Because somebody is doing agricultural waste and you are doing agricultural waste, don't see yourself as competition. Nigeria is a very challenging place to work in, ab initio. Work together and see how you can collaborate and support each other. You don't have to, combine your companies, but support each other. And it's when you have a joint voice is how you can actually be heard. Government will listen to you when you are a group. If you go and try to change things as one person, it's very difficult. But when you come together, you can do so much. And a lot of international organizations, I'm so happy that UNDP is on this call, Mr. Yomi Banjo. He has done a lot. I've always seen so much work that they have been doing around this space. But it's but they go into groups. So come together, put yourself together and work on the problems that you are trying to solve. The third question, scaling up as a woman. is challenging. Nigeria is a very, I wouldn't say very misogynistic, but it's quite misogynistic. It's not a place that is very, very friendly to women. As a woman, every day you are facing things. You know, my brother is working at Recyclers, and whenever I tell him, I say, look, the way that person talked to you is different from the way the person talked to me when I was there. Because I'm a woman, and he won't believe you. Say, but it's true. But as a woman, one of the things that God has blessed us with is that we are very, very strong. You don't take these challenges as, don't let it discourage you. Don't let anybody tell you your value. Because somebody sees you as a woman and says, oh, you cannot do this, does not mean you should accept that. Don't accept that. Everybody has something unique that God has blessed them with to give in this world. And if you feel it in your heart that, look, I want to do this, even if people may be discouraging you or maybe looking down on you, do not let that invalidate you. So as a woman, I've seen so many things, but I don't let it get to me. I keep pushing. You know, when you keep pushing, for sure, things will get better. So, and then also look at how you can even get, now, thank God, there's a lot of women that are helping other women. Join women groups, join all these organizations that are supporting women. Now there's even money for women. My late father used to tell me that, you know, I'm a Black woman. In this world, you will say, oh, being a Black woman is a problem. But my father used to tell me, look, you are a Black woman. Being a Black woman is actually is an advantage. You are Black and you are a woman. So those things that you think people are saying, oh, because you're a woman, you are an advantage. There are a lot of organizations internationally that have money that are looking for women, only women. So because the country is difficult for women, does not mean that you should take that as a disadvantage. Look at it as an advantage. And I'll stop there. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this insight you've shared with us this evening. And please, I want to say in the comment section, appreciation to Madam Bilikis. You know, it's just like we've had a 1 hour session with her. You know, thank you for this word of wisdom and advice you shared with us, and also gracing today's event out of your very busy schedule. Thank you so much. And the support from Recyclers to this project. We want to do beyond this, and we know that for 2024, we are scaling up. Just like I said, by God's grace, 2024, this is not going to be a virtual event. It's going to be a physical event, which we also host every experts, industry leaders, and youth-led organizations that are innovating for circular economy in Nigeria. It's high time we flip the scripts and act the transition toward the circular economy, not a linear economy structure, which we've been doing all the while. But before she goes, I know she's definitely joining another meeting shortly. Please, we would like each and everyone to turn on their camera. We are going to take a group photograph now. Please, wherever you are, can you turn in your camera? Turn on your camera, please. Take your group photograph before we move on to the graduation list, whereby we know those who are the innovators. Like I earlier said, this program started with 674 participants across 36 states, plus FCT as well, and ended with 254 for phase 3 of the program. And now we have 60 innovators. We are going to be publishing their innovation, the solution which they are all pioneering very soon. We are going to see the publication, and we believe that there is going to be support for each and everyone that are doing great work. Please turn on your camera. We would like to capture your beautiful faces. Yeah, I can see Blessing, I can see Abdullah, I can see Aminu. Great one, great one. It's so good to see you all, and it's so good to have you all join in today's graduation ceremony. Okay, just in a minute, still turn your camera on. We'd like you to turn on your camera. All right. Why we'll also prompt Tim Lane to prepare to take the graduation list. Please, just in a minute, still turn your camera. I'm trying to. Sure that I capture every everybody without leaving anyone behind. Don't leave anyone behind. Okay. Or you don't want us to see your beautiful faces. Okay. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. It's so good to see your beautiful faces. You can now turn off.
Goodbye. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mara. Thank you for gracing this event once again, and our regards to the esteemed leadership of Recyclers. Have a wonderful week ahead. So right about now, we are still going to conclude with the innovation presentation. And also, before we move on, we are going to be calling the names of these excellent circular innovators and champions, which have done so excellently well to come up with sustainable solutions that solve issues of waste management, challenges around environmental crises. And we have a lot of them, and which you are also going to be project lead in person of Milene, as she is going to be calling her name. And after that, those who are here to present their innovation, you're also going to present your innovation to us. We want to know those great work. Okay, apologies. My network is almost misbehaving, but I'm back now. All right, I will just call on Timlane as she is going to be reading the names of the Circular Innovation Champions. And please be attentive enough to hear your name as it's going to be called and also going to be displayed. This list is going to be shared with us at the end of today's session, and you can get to also review your name. And because we already said at the beginning of this program, the certification is into two categories. Those are, we have the circular innovation champions. We also have those who are certifying for stage 2. So each and everyone, no one is being left behind. So I will just invite Timlane as she calls those names right away. Over, I think we have the names displayed.
Of the Circular Innovation Champions. It's me if I make mistakes in some pronunciations. I am a Yoruba lady, and we know that one of all. Thank you. I'll be starting now. We have Rashid Bello, Mary Alolo Ikong, Afolabi Rashidat, Aisha Gogoba, Adebisi Adetayo, DK Victory, Zainab Ishak, Otu Idam, Abi Chibuzo Christian, Ikechukwu Justin, Shamiya Usman, Yakubu Duo, Musa Umar, Abdullahi Suleiman, Muhammad Abdul Mutalib, Blessing Muhammad, Abiona Toluwalashe, Odekunle Alex, Nicholas Benjamin, Omo Monday, Bala Yahuza, Yusha Muhammad, Lekan Omoyeni, Aruna Lawal Usman, Agoha Madubuchi Wisdom, Umaru Kutum Muhammad, Abdullahi Sayadi, Ramat Oseze, Benjamin Yamusa, Tolulope Mary, Otendam Jumbo, Simu Zochukwu Michael, Bate Garba, Oyekwere Fortune, Ofi Oluwaseyi, Muhammad Omoiza, Dalatu Ahmad, Rita Blessing, Comfort Ikogu, Ahmad Abdullahi, Ghazali Abdullahi, Imrana Abubakar, Indi Freke Charles, Desmond Siaka, Safia Abdullahi, Mayowa Onioshun, Okwar Efa, Gideon Ufuoma, Adewale Adelola, Muhammad Saba, Umar Shafi'i, Muhammad Abubakar, Sadatu Muhammad, Adeboye Olugbenga, Idris Al-Azan, Sani Osmar, Dauda Bashiru, and last but not the least, Abanu Oluwajunlo Oluwamayowa. Thank you and congratulations to every one of these innovators. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this wonderful reading. I want to see in the comment section, congratulations to each and every one. Emoji, those love emojis, and yeah, thank you. Congratulations, everyone, every circular innovators that we have on this call. And to those who couldn't, I won't say that we're not successful, because the fact that your innovation was not selected doesn't mean that you can't be the best tomorrow. It's just time for you to go back, re-strategize, and keep to advance what you proposed. So, and there are still a lot of opportunities that are out there. And if you can remember what Mr. Oluyomi said, Mr. Banjo said earlier when he was when he was sharing his address, that there are programs which you can subscribe to, and these are funded programs, not just in Nigerian currency. So, and once they share this, it's still the innovators that are going to get to benefit from this great opportunity. So I want to add more which benefits human, and which also benefits, which protects the environment. So congratulations to each and everyone. It's so great to have you in this program successfully. So quickly, before we enter this ceremony, we'll quickly like to have the last set of presentation. But please, we appreciate you run your presentation very brief. For those who are here to present, can you please raise your hand? Those who are here to present, okay. I want to see Chibuzo. I can see your hand. Then I can also see Zena. Chibuzo, I think you are going to be presenting next. And while Zena prepares to run our presentation as well. Just in a second, while your presentation come up, I think, but please, you can start your presentation. Mary, please, you can grant Chibuzo access to speak, so he can start his presentation while slides come up. All right, over to you, Chibuzo.
Thank you.
Chibuzo, if you can hear me.
Can you hear me? Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. You can go ahead.
Okay. My name is Chibuzo.
Yeah.
My name is Chibuzo, but I chose the name Bozo the Waste Changer. Please, the next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide. I chose the name Bozo the Waste Changer because I believe in my own slogan that no waste material is a waste. The purpose of the company, the sole purpose of the company is to convert plastic waste and waste material into raw material needed for production of valuable products or items, thereby promoting effective waste management system, economic sustainability, circular economy in Enugu State and Nigeria at large. The next slide, please. The next slide. Shortly, small short story behind, no, the previous slide. Previous slide.
You have just 2 more minutes to run your presentation. You are keeping to time.
Brief history behind my journey in recycling is just that during my undergraduate days, I happened to undergo a training in one of the courses about recycling. So later on, a very good friend of mine who ventured into plastic recycling introduced me to the business. I see, wow, this is a very good venture for me to venture into recycling full time, since I have started nurturing the keen interest in being in recycling, because it is an effective way of checkmating many hazardous and poisonous, dangerous effects of waste being disposed indiscriminate in our various environments. The next slide, please. The next slide. The importance of recycling. As we all know, in these Enugu states, Nigeria and Africa at large, waste are being disposed indiscriminately, littered in our various habitats, which is very dangerous. This recycling is playing a very pivotal role in checkmating this waste being disposed indiscriminately, converting them to useful raw materials that can be used to produce other valuable products or items. This picture depicts waste that are being disposed indiscriminately in various environments. These plastics that I'm pointing at are plastic waste material that are being collected randomly from different parts of geographical point of this Enugu state. This is where they are being selected into different texture composition for crushing. The last picture depicts raw material, that the crushed plastic that we serve as a raw material for production of other useful products. Next slide, please. Next slide. Why do we need to expand recycling? We need to expand recycling because recycling is very beneficial, not only to checkmate the hazardous and dangers we've been exposed due to indiscriminate disposition of waste in our various environment, but also it will help to checkmate and add to the GDP of a particular state and the country at large, and also encourage economic sustainability, circular economy, where encouraging sustainable development goals. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chibuzo, for that presentation. And we are glad to know the great work you are doing. Can we have Zainab? Zainab, please, you can run your presentation now. For those who are their hands in the office, if you are not presenting, kindly drop your hand. Zainab, over to you. Right away, you can start your presentation, Zainab.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. The slide.
Zainab, you can start, please.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Zainab Ishaq, the founder of Queen Amina Medical Integration, Trash for Health Innovation. Our company is a social enterprise that helps low-income people utilize their plastic PET bottles as a valuable resources to access healthcare. Our target users are women of childbearing age and low-income men. Men are given drugs for hypertension and diabetics, while women are given child-spacing drugs. All collected trash are sold to generate revenue for sustainability. Next slide. The problem slide. 87 million adults that earns less than $1 daily has limited and zero access to healthcare. 29% of all deaths are due to non-communicable disease. Around 10,000 metric tons of trash are generated daily. Very little relocation, 26% average. Highest in sub-Saharan Africa, 3.9 billion people with diabetics, and prevalence rates 28% in Nigeria. Our solution provides access to healthcare, reduce plastic pollution and its effects. Trash collection hub. Next slide. $98 million market in Nigeria alone, highly untapped. Next slide. Our innovation has impacted 6,400 people, in which 4,300 are women and 2,100 are men who got their essential medication. And we've gotten award from Young African Innovation for Health Award in 2023. We were also among the top 5 winners of the Sustainable Solution Africa Innovation 2022, and we've gotten certificate of recognition as the best social innovator in health. Next slide. Our core management team and board of directors are passionate people with many years of experience in their diverse field, from environmental, biotechnology, social entrepreneurship, technology, health, finance to marketing and sales. We are also supported by 14 other operational staff and 28 collection managers. Thank you very much for this incredible opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for the presentation. Thank you for the great work you are doing. And can we have Otu Hidam? Otu Hidam, can you run your presentation briefly? Otu Hidam from Ebonyi.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening this evening.
Please, can I have my slide on? All right, thank you. This is a presentation by Ochidam Chijioke on bio-based fertilizer production. This company seeks to provide farmers with affordable biofertilizers that can help produce food that is healthy and safe for consumption. Next slide, please. Our story. All of us know that chemical fertilizers have been in use over the years in crop production, and that the indiscriminate use of these agrochemicals has adversely affected the environment and led to toxic chemical accumulation in food system. So I developed interest in this innovative idea after taking part in several research and find out that some chemical fertilizers contains heavy metals that lead to chemical accumulation in our food systems. Next slide. All right. Now, our value proposition, we hope to produce biofertilizers that will help provide healthy and nutritious food, reduce exposure to harmful chemicals, and also fertilizer that is environmental friendly and that can help reduce cost of production. Our product and its impact. We can see the materials used in biofertilizer production and then how to prepare it. There is the picture of how it is being done. First, you mix all the materials, which include green grasses and other materials. Then you add water at intervals. After this, you dry the product and then grind, you sieve, you bag it and then you sell it. Next slide, please. You can see our product impact. Our product impact is hoping to address a lot of SDG goals. They include SDG goal number 1, no poverty; 2, zero hunger; 3, good health and well-being. And then it also help to provide responsible consumption and production. climate action, life on land and life below water. Here is our needs. We need about 5 million naira to embark on this project. Some of the money will be used to pay our workers, to rent a space, to also take care of production materials for logistics and marketing. Our market potential. Our market potential, over $200 million is spent annually on importation of fertilizer. We hope to just tap from this market share by taking about 1% share of this overall cost that we spend on importation of chemical fertilizer. And this will give us about $2 million annually. And this is equivalent to 2 billion naira. At the moment, we don't have competitor. And then there is the dream team. You can see the first person of Tudanchi Joke, Okonkwo Miracle, and then Wabweze Peter, who happens to be our Director of Research, Head of Quality and Control Unit. He has a background in MSc, Plant Biotechnology, and also in Biotechnology. So it's my pleasure to present this evening.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Otuidam. Thank you for the innovation. Thank you for the presentation. Please, can we celebrate all our presenters, all our innovators, and please celebrate yourself because you have an innovation. So please celebrate yourself. And it's very, very important that you celebrate the little beginning. You celebrate the little beginning. You know, one of the mistakes we make these days is we look at people that have spent 10, 15 years to achieve some initiative or let me use the word blow now. So those who have spent like many years before they, got to the very global space, and you are just coming up within 2 years and you feel like you are not doing well. You feel like it's not working for you. The question, what I'm going to challenge you with is, do a flashback to their own life when you were like them or when they were like you at this current age. I will tell you that your life is more better than them then, in let's say 10 years ago. So please celebrate your little beginning, and it's very important that you have to, you don't stop. You have to keep on going. Even when you think that no, people are not observing or people are not concerned about you, you have to keep on with your innovation. And that breakthrough is going to come when you least expect it. I'm saying this to someone, and I believe it's really going to help you. The breakthrough you are looking forward to on your business, on your initiative, on those projects you are running, is going to come when you least expect it, in as much as you can be consistent with everything you are doing. And I'm also going to say this because it applies to every innovators on this call. Yeah, you have to go back to your pitch deck. You have to go back and even your pitch presentation. So the program do not end there. It's not going to end here today because there are a lot of engagements. There are a lot of engagements which we are still going to have after these opportunities that are going to be shared with us. And there are still some assignments that will be given to us. So if you like, do it. If you like, don't do it. But all works together for good. It's for your greater benefits. Right about now, I would just like to share one or two updates. And before I share the updates, I really want to, while we expect, you are going to give the appreciation, most especially we have the state reps the state leads on the call. It's very important for us to know these things. Yeah, the 2024 quote application will be out tomorrow officially, and this spans till first week of January. And this program, just like I said, is going to be an advanced structure of what we had this year. So please share this with your network, share this with each and everyone that you know that can also benefit and have this knowledge for free. We are not the type of person that will tell you that you should pay for any amount. We never do that on End of Africa or SDSN. And also, you are going to be receiving your certificates. You are going to be receiving your certificates via your email. So the program managers are going to share the list that was read the other time. I could see someone saying that the name on
his name was misspelled or it's not correct. They are going to share that list and give you the link on Google Docs. You have access to edit that document. Between now and midnight, please ensure you do that. Between this evening and midnight, ensure you do that. Ensure that your name is in the right way you want it on your certificate. So if you are the type of person that you like, I like calling my name as Emmanuel Olaoluwoyo. I don't say Olaoluwoyo Emmanuel. So I would like to have my name as Emmanuel Olaoluwoyo. So if your name is written the other way, please ensure that you edit and it's in the way you want it. Then secondly, your email address. Also ensure your email address is very correct and there is no error on your email address, because that's where we are going to send your certificates to. And to each and every one, we have a community. The general community is going to be open, and that's where you get to connect with others. I want to say this, please, collaboration and partnership is key. If you want to really go far and you want to go fast, please get to collaborate with each other. I know there are some states now that we have large number of innovators. Let's assume we have like 10 innovators in Kaduna or Abuja. Those 10 can form a group of, you can even form just 2 initiatives or 3 initiatives. These are things you are looking forward to each and every one of you to ensure. So it's better that you are the co-founder of a $10 million worth of investment than being the founder, CEO, MD of just an 100,000 initiative. I believe you all understand what I'm saying. So please, it's very important. You need to collaborate. You need to get to engage each other. So and celebrate your winnings. Celebrate your winnings. So if you can join the WhatsApp platform, Blessing, I know Blessing will be on the call this evening. You can reach out to her, or you can also reach out to Mary, and they are going to add you to the WhatsApp platform. But please, just like I earlier mentioned, it's very important you correct your name on that document the exact way you want your name to be on the certificate. And yeah, we have some people who are already being profiled with the RecycleUP franchise, and definitely be expecting that they're going to reach out to you shortly for interviews and getting to engage with you. And it's very important. I appreciate the project team that came up with this initiative. Thanks to each and everyone. Thank you for all you do, to all the project manager, Blessing, Matthew, Mario, Femi Idris Shitu, Olade Adeibe, Abdullahi Lawai, everyone, and to every leader, to all the board of trustees of ADEV, and to every leaders that were able to contribute to the success of this program. We want to say a big thank you to you all. And I would just like to give it to 2 people while they share 1 or 2 comments and appreciation before we end the ceremony. Please, if you would like to speak, you can raise your hand. You can raise your hand. Yeah, I can see 2 hands up already. The first one are the names I will call, just Benga and Comfort. And it's very important. You can also connect with me. You always know my name, Emmanuel Olaoluwoyo. Yeah, so you can connect with me on LinkedIn, Emmanuel Olaoluwoyo. And for other platforms, you see SDGs Catalyst. So for each and everyone, I think, we have 6 hands on up now. Okay, Benga, let's have you first. Please just make it very brief, and we can have others. Benga, please unmute your mic and speak.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir, Mr. Emmanuel. I'd like to thank God and thank the organization for the opportunity that was granted unto me. I really appreciate. In fact, I never know that maybe I will make it up to this. Honestly, even when I submit my pitch deck. But I want to tell you sincerely, even today's presentation, I've learned a lot, and this thing has really boosted me so much. And I want to thank my team in Kwara State. In fact, we have somebody that has acted as a father who is an experience in this program. So he has done a lot, and I really thank the organization for the opportunity. I thank you to the project team, all the management team. God bless you, and God continue to expand the organization and go and move forward in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, Comfort, let's have you. But you can unmute your mic and speak. Please give her the permission to speak, Mary.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really want to thank RecycleUP Nigeria. Thank the facilitators, the speakers, bringing in guest speakers. They're so encouraging. Actually, this is my first training on environmental sustainability for like 8 years. This is my first training. So this training was really a top notch for me. I learned a lot. The training, the sections, everything really encouraged me to like put more effort in environmental sustainability. Thank you very much, RecycleUP, and thank you all champions for reaching to this level. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Can we have Naji? Naji, please unmute your mic, and Vicky will be the last person to speak.
Okay,
Naji,
thank you very
unmute your mic.
much. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. And once more, congratulations to each and every one of us for making it to this final stage. I want to say very big congratulations to all of us. It's not been easy. I've learned a lot about waste management, recycling, circular economy, and others. And I will really say that this is one of the programs which has greatly enriched my knowledge in this year and beyond. And I look forward to implementing the knowledge which we have gotten, to implementing it into an action plan and to working it out. And I also look forward to having a franchise of a recyclers here in Enugu. And I also say in the 2024 cohort, if time and chance permit, I would love to participate in the advanced level of this program. Thank you very much. I can see your smile. Thank you very much. And congratulations to every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Vicky, you can unmute your mic. And I was going to play a video before. It's just to show how it works. Vicky, you can unmute your mic and speak.
Okay. Good day, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I would like to say a big thank you to the organizers of this program. Really, it has been an experience and a journey for me because initially all I knew was just, don't waste, don't do that. But now I have an in-depth understanding of it. I want to thank the organizers, and also my eyes have been opened to opportunities because I'm a copper serving in a very in northern state. I don't even know what to do, but now I'm seeing opportunities. I've connected with people. I know what to do from here. I mean, I'm seeing gold everywhere because I see waste as gold right now. So I'm seeing gold everywhere, and all from this organization. So I'm grateful, and I know that everything I've learned so far, it won't just end in my head knowledge. I'm going to put them into work and come back with testimonies. God bless you. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. So glad to hear this. Each and every one of you, we wish you a prosperous journey. And please keep in touch, keep engaged, follow the organization platform, and because a lot of opportunities are going to come up in 2024. Some of them, you start seeing them in December, and these are great activities which you should engage in. And to all the state leads, kudos to you all that have made it to the very final phase. We celebrate your good work, and each and every one of you are really doing well. To all the team members too, kudos to each and every one. We wish you a prosperous journey. I was going to play a video earlier, and though I will still play the video while each and every one disperses to end this very great event, and just to see the great work each and everyone did during the community projects, but also to the case study, we are still going to revisit that, and because to innovate and towards achieving a circular economy in Nigeria. All right, enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay, it's so good to see great work. Please, let's keep on, and we have to keep this good action, this good work going, and ensure that we work towards achieving sustainable waste management practices and circular economy in Nigeria. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone, and congratulations once again. Love you all. Thank you very much.